Inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Second down, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On third down, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this is going to set up first and goal inside the 5-yard line. To throw, Young. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Cousins now on second down. They'll find Osborne here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Rather quietly, Osborne has become a relied-upon presence in Minnesota. 650 yards each of the last 2 seasons, due for an even bigger role for them in 2023.
First down, here's Cousins, rolling to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Slot man moves right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And now we get a timeout called on the... Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. Because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, one out deep from Mingo. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gain in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Panthers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads. That's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving.
There's one field across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Young going to move him around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sanders. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to the long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's got this down to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Carolina 1st down and a gain of 16. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
Still being another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Young off the play fake. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Young now. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The play fake. Now Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Ready. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The chart goes in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. And now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready?
They'll start with the option. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hold it. First down. Young again on the keeper. Got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd down and 6 now.
At the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll try to throw now. Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and the Panther first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Well, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, it's Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Pinion is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Cousins to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sure, it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Hey, Steamer. Hey, we're good.
Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Yellow. Hey, no, easy.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and goal at the 9.
Throwing, Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. In motion left, that's Thielen. Young will set to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In motion right is Mingo. 3rd and long for Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 78 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On play action, Young. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And
what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins on 1st down. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins again. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the